Hello everyone, Angelo here, homeless filmmaker in LA. Been living in my car for almost 14 months now. And been dealing with my depersonalization, derealization. Maybe it's getting better. I gotta keep moving and stuff. That really helps because, it's like my body's in a freeze response with the anxiety, and when I don't move, it's bad and it gets worse. So, been good. Also been going to chiropractor for my car crash, and they put electrodes on my ribs. And I got like spasms now over where they did it before. I don't know if they did it too strong or something. And I'm not blaming them. They only did it because they told me, okay, like how far do you want it? And they let the power go up on it. And, they don't want to get it too powerful, that close to my heart. But I was like, okay. And it was a little powerful. It's like it doesn't really bother me. It's just kind of weird. Like, what the fuck? It's spasming my skin or the muscles above my like ribs. Like still, it's kind of like my ab muscles. And my dad passed away 4 days ago, and I can't even really process that and stuff, and still trying to recover and get back to who I am, and all I can do is just do things and move out. See, it's spasming even now. I wonder if you can see it. No, it's not really on camera. I put my hand over it. It's just kind of like this, like just fluttering, like the muscles up there. It's annoying. Holy shit. Yeah, and like I said, I can't even process it, but a main thing I'm trying to do, because normally I am so horribly guilt-ridden in my life, just in general, all the time, everywhere, a nervous wreck, is not betray good memories I had with my dad. Even though I can be like, oh, I should have done more, I should have been more, I should have been more open with him and stuff, shouldn't have been so cold. Even though I did go out of my way to do a lot with him and give him good memories and have good memories with him. I got to remember not to betray all that, just beating myself up with guilt, because he certainly didn't. And he was, it's a tough guy to deal with for a long time too when I was younger. This damn thing, let me see if you can, oh, I just got this shirt, by the way, someone gave it to me, but right here, I don't know if you can, now it doesn't happen. You can sort of see my regular heartbeat, but if it starts to spasm again, I'll show it. I gotta let the chiropractor know about that and be like, hey, can we reverse that? Now it's happening. It's really annoying. It's like throbbing in a way. It doesn't hurt, but it's like right here. I gotta put my arm up over the steering wheel or it doesn't happen again. What the hell? So yeah, it's sad and it's happening again. It's just like wiggling back and forth. Anyways, I can't even process it, and because I'm still not feeling myself. It's weird. I sort of think I do with my depersonalization disorder. And thank goodness it seems to be getting better. I almost don't want to talk about it when it seems to be getting better. I just have to keep going and just accept it. Just accept it about I haven't even gone through anything like real grief yet. Because I'm not myself yet. I don't feel my normal drives yet. It's sort of creeping back in, the drive to be a filmmaker and to do my normal things and to achieve and strive. Damn. But yeah, it's not even hitting me. Otherwise, I would just be absolutely devastated right now, and it's just so weird. Like I'm still not myself yet, and just got to be patient. It's like, what do I have to do? Do I have to pull my shirt up? I don't want to do that. Oh, I'm so gross. Sorry, I don't mean to say that about myself. Because I'm like gained some weight, and I'm losing a little bit because I just have so much anxiety. I'm not eating. It's like a flickering right here. And it's like I gotta do this. Then it happens again. Just trying to be a good son to my mom, and it's so distracting. It keeps happening even now. Show her support because it's really tough for her. She said today was a sad day. She almost didn't do anything. She made a food my dad used to like and put it at the table where he used to sit. And she even said, like, Dad didn't touch it, you know, even though Dad's gone. But he's not really gone in a way. I can see that. It's like, you know, we carry on his memories, and it's a good thing even to miss someone, because it means we missed them because they were important to us, you know. I've heard of people who, when their parents are gone, you know, they were so mean and abusive. It's like they were kind of relieved, and they were like, yeah, some people don't get a good relationship with their parents. I was watching, actually, Tracy Harris from the Atheist Experience talked about that, about her parents and how repressive they were. And she didn't have too many specifics, but she seems like a really nice person and positive person. And my mom talked to her when she called into the Atheist Experience. And Tracy Harris was saying, yes, it's okay. Like, not everyone gets great parents. And when they were gone, it's like that anger was gone with them. I guess they didn't like her for coming out as an atheist, I guess. I wasn't entirely sure what the situation was, but she didn't say too much about it. So, you know, thank goodness it wasn't like that. Even though, again, I'm still on the other side of the country, so it's not hitting me like nothing about the things around me have changed. I'm sure if I was not having this disorder, and if I had been there or even not been there, I'd just be horrified by everything. But as it is now, it's kind of numb and washing over me, and I'm sort of getting feelings back and sensations. And what do I have to do? Like, punch myself here? Like, pinch it? Like, shut the fuck up, you muscle. Yeah, it's just trying to slowly come out of it. I know I felt better today because I felt like getting up earlier, and the gym was closed, so I went somewhere else to shower, and just having to keep moving and doing stuff. And now I almost thought, well, do I want to see a movie? Like, maybe I want to see 1917, and thinking, I don't know if I can watch a movie yet. If it's with my disorder, it makes it hard to process emotions on screen, so think maybe I'll just go to a bar or something, just hang out, and maybe a place with pool tables or whatever, like a dive bar. I went to this fancy bar the other day. I was trying to find a dive bar. I went to one, they didn't have food. I was really hungry, so I went to the fancy bar. It was so expensive, and it wasn't like a place where people hang out and talk. It was like everyone's dressed well and stuff. I talked a little bit to the guy next to me, asked what his name is, where he's from. And he was perfectly nice, but he wasn't like going out of his way to talk more. So I just let it go. Then he left and said goodnight, and I said goodnight. And they had trivia in the next room, so I went there and just sat there. And I was still a little sad about Dad, and almost feeling guilty eating. And just sitting there, and I didn't even try to play the trivia. I was just watching people and still feeling empty and numb. I got to clean my car up a little bit too, and it's musty in here from being sealed in, and the condensation from my breath, and then sweating through everything. My clothes feel musty because I would sleep in them when it gets kind of cold. But my mom's pushing on as best she can. She's got my youngest brother's dog there with her, who my mom likes a lot, and then she's taking care of this lady she's been working with for years now, her dogs, and walking them sometimes. And yeah, it's just a lot. It's really tough for her. She never wanted this, and you know, thank goodness 88 was a good run. And not only that, he would have never lived that long if it wasn't for my mom and then me urging her to do certain things to take care of him, like get him to exercise and eat well. That was a big thing, eating well. Because there are so many people, you hear stories of homeless people, and they could live longer. But, you know, you get to a certain age, you start needing medicine and take more care of yourself and get regular checkups. And when they don't get that, they die. They die in their 50s, 60s, 40s, whatever. You know, younger than that, too. And I swear this is so annoying. Yeah, it's just like sometimes you get under your eye this twitch. It's a twitch that's happening. God damn it, it's so annoying. How do I stop it? Please, someone tell me. I'm just literally pinching it right now. Like, shut the fuck up. I'll just rub it, I guess. Maybe that'll loosen it up. I don't know. I got to tell him at the chiropractor. I had him turn it up a little high because I was like in my numb state, and I just wanted to feel something, even of a little pain. What was I even talking about? Yeah, so there are people who don't even live that long because they don't have the good care. So his life was extended because of us, and thank goodness. And we got a lot of other memories too. And I just want to think. I want to get better. I want to be a better filmmaker. Do more. Thank goodness. When bad stuff happens, it like makes you default back to where you were in life without that thing. So in the past, when bad things have happened, I get really upset. Like, I'd feel horrible based on how bad my life was. If I wasn't accomplishing much, if I was alone, if I wasn't doing the things I wanted. Even when I was making YouTube videos, but I knew I wasn't really telling the stories I wanted deep down, and like the deeper stories I wanted, and trying to get ready the movies I wanted to make. And sort of wanted to write them, but I wanted other people to write them for me, which is a terrible idea, because even if they wrote them, I wouldn't know how to read a good script, or help them make a good story. And plus, that's a massive task you don't want to put on someone else just for like, oh, here's a project for you. As I started more screenwriting and especially working in LA and stuff, it's like things get tough, but I can deal with them better because I know I'm expressing the stories I want to and finally getting deep in them. And had my setbacks and with the disorder, and really hope to get out of it. And thank goodness I feel like I slowly am. I'm not out of it yet, but because I know when I do, I'm just bam, I just want to work and want to do stuff. And I know I'm super into it and my mind's in it all the time. It's like, well, slowly coming back. Got to keep moving, got to keep doing stuff. I walked around last night in North Hollywood for I don't know how long, like an hour or 45 minutes, talking to my mom and just describing to her what I'm seeing, because it's so much bigger than anything in Virginia or DC or Maryland. And that was nice to be able to move after I was in my car most of the day talking to people, and it was building up my anxiety to sit there. And what I've heard, my disorder described as is like a panic response, like a freeze response, where the body shuts down emotions. So when you don't move, it signals to your body, stay in the panic response, because there's still danger, there's still a threat around. And if I move, it starts to signal to it, no, it's okay, loosen up on that. We can let the feelings back in. It's safe to feel things now. There's no like immediate threat. Because supposedly, animals will like go through this because they have the same nervous system as us mammals when they're hunted by leopards or whatever. And, you'll see videos of like the animal freezing like a gazelle. And I saw this in his course that he teaches. And of course, that's not all I have, because I have the religious stuff in there too. But you see a gazelle just basically go limp and its heart stop beating. It's the freeze response. So if it gets eaten alive, it won't feel pain. And in this video, it was a cougar. It got distracted by something, or something ran it off. And after a few minutes, you see the gazelle's heart starts beating. You can see its chest beating, and then it slowly gets up and the blood's coursing again, and then it goes off. And the thing is, with people, we don't just do that. People who get this disorder, they'll keep having that response. And for most people who get it, it's only a few minutes or hours, like after a traumatic incident. And then 1 to 2% of the population can get it long term, like over a month. And it's horrifying with so many other factors, and wherever you are in your life and all that stuff. That's why every time it's different. And I just hope to keep coming out of it and feel better, and respect and honor my dad's memory. And be my own person. And I know he's not angry at me or anything. He never was. And thank goodness I did make good with him many times, and apologize to him in the past for like how angry I was at him. And he was laughing when I did it, like, oh, it's nothing, I was never bothered with you. And that we could get past it. So I don't even want to stick around too much in this video. It gives me anxiety to sit here and not move. So I should get up and go find a place to hang out, even though most stuff's closed on Christmas, and just keep moving. And, my mom, I can't believe how bravely she's getting through it, because when I was just worried that that woman I had been involved with, who long distance faked her own death on me and stuff, I couldn't eat. Like, I was so distraught, thinking like how bad that was. And I could barely concentrate. My mom was pushing me. First of all, she was saying, Angelo, she's probably fine, come on, which she was. And then I saw the 30 emails she sent like after she supposedly died, saying how much she hated me and she wanted to kill me and stuff, just because I stopped talking to her. And you can imagine why I stopped talking to her. She wasn't easy to talk to sometimes. And she was also saying, come on, Angelo, we can't quit the videos. We can't stop. You can't let all this stuff stop because of this thing. And man, I don't know. Like I was literally picturing all the worst scenarios, the pain of this person being gone. And in this disorder, I can't feel stuff as strongly, and I'm sure it'll hit me later. But you know, I want to get better. I got to keep pushing, and then I can start to think, you know, when can I visit Virginia? Also, I just need money too. I can't really make it there and back, and I don't have the money to. And shit, just got to do a lot, and it just sucked being in Virginia. I hated it. The small streets, the misery, the heavy traffic, but without the nice stuff here. My trust has not been as bad. When I put it up on the steering wheel, it did more. But maybe if I just keep massaging it throughout the day, that helps loosen it up. It feels like the twitching is more slight now. It's weaker. But yeah, it's time to go through, and in a weird way, the disorder coming on when it did, it made it a lot easier. And I just don't want to feel guilt or anything and beat myself up. And again, I realized, like, wherever I am in my life, that's where I default to when something bad happens. And if I'm feeling all right, it's a lot easier. And if I'm feeling worse, it's a lot harder. And so, you know, it's really important to not put that on myself, that negativity, even though I am a very negative person in general. And not to feel so much guilt. I've had it since I was a kid, just guilt for enjoying anything. I would feel guilty for enjoying stuff, like I'd be called out or insulted for it or something, or abused for it. And I just gotta ease up on that, so it's not so hard on me. So I'll always have that, you know, and have angst and stuff, but just not so bad. So I'm gonna get moving. I gotta get doing stuff, going and doing stuff. But thanks for all the support, everyone. My mom appreciates it too. It's very tough for her, and you know, just gotta keep going and want to keep making videos.